Said Diddy texted you. Does he still try to holler? He has to because it's pup.
No.
No? that was an awkward no. All right.
No, she said no.
Has Diddy ruined it for like black guys or just hip hop guys?
You know what? I'm a little bit off musicians. I'm not gonna lie. Okay.
Yo, can you believe this mess with Diddy? 50 Cent says that now Beyoncé and JLO are in the mix too. Beyoncé finds out from Jay-Z, her hubby, and decides to dive headfirst into the chaos. And JLO, she knew what Diddy was up to back when they were an item, but chose to roll with it instead of blowing the whistle. It's like everyone's got their hands dirty in this game. Crazy, man. For years, they have all managed to get away with their crimes. But with the recent Rico charges that Diddy has been hit with by his SA victims and the rigorous, ongoing police investigation, the truth is being unearthed, and it appears that Beyoncé and Jennifer Lopez. It's unclear how the negotiations for this deal went because Beyoncé and Jennifer Lopez have been implicated in Diddy's crimes and are doing everything in their power to ensure that their involvement in Diddy's crimes is not made public. However, in typical Diddy fashion, he didn't plan to go down that easily and decided to make a deal with the feds to give them some intelligence about people in the industry that he's been working with over the years, in exchange for Diddy being let go. As most of you already know, the internet has been on Diddy's neck for months now, after he was accused of SA and trafficking. His houses were literally raided by the authorities a few days ago, and word is that they found a lot of evidence against him that they can use to put him in jail. Investigations because she's scared to go to jail. The blind item read are the A-list. Celebrity with everything in her mind has hired a lawyer to deal with the statement she made to police 2 decades ago, Jennifer Lopez. And in case you're unaware of the police statement this blind item is referring to, it has to do with the incident that Jennifer Lopez and her then-boyfriend Diddy were involved in back in 1999. It all started at a New York club where Jennifer Lopez, Diddy, and the entire Bad Boy Entertainment squad were present to celebrate the release of Shyness's new studio album. Everything was going great until Diddy got into a verbal altercation with a man named Matthew Allen, who goes by the nickname Scar. Scar didn't take this very lightly and began talking to Diddy in a somewhat insane manner. When Diddy became enraged, he hurled all of his money at Scar like confetti. Rumor had it that Scar was the one who had thrown the fat rubber band. There was a lot of testosterone in the room, and they were both attempting to get close to each other. Nothing personal against Diddy, but you get the idea. The conflict escalated, and rounds went off, one allegedly coming from Puffy's. 3 of the club patrons were injured. 1 woman was hit in the face. Jennifer Lopez and Diddy sped away in the 1999 Lincoln Navigator, but they ran a red light and were pulled over by police. They were in possession of a stolen, you know what, which was found in the trunk. They were arrested and spent the next 14 hours in a cell where Jennifer Lopez was reportedly crying unintelligibly and sobbing uncontrollably. The charges were dropped after they were bailed out, but for some reason, Shine took the fall for Diddy and said that he was the one who pulled the trigger that night. Diddy reportedly offered Shine $1 million to take the fall on his behalf in exchange for Shine taking care of his family while he was imprisoned. This is where things get a little more interesting, though, because initially we believed Diddy was the one who snuck the gun into the club that night, but it turns out that it was Jennifer Lopez. This is something she has been doing for Diddy for a long time, but this time it ended up getting somebody whoopo in the face. The woman who was also came out with a storyline on TikTok about the entire incident, and she confirmed it.
Because I am the woman who he shot in the face in that 1999, December 27th, 1999, Club New York shooting. I have told everyone ad nauseum since then, even the surgeon who did the surgery to take the bullet. I got shot in my face with a 9mm 9mm hollow point bullet called a cop killer. I literally have told everyone and never changed what I said. I watched him. I got pow-powed in the face. I watched him fire the gun. I've said it all this time.
As if all of that weren't bad enough, there have also been rumors that Beyoncé and Jay-Z are involved in Diddy Shady's business. Apparently, Jay and Diddy were partners, but Beyoncé also got involved when they got married. At first, people believed Beyoncé was taken aback by Jay and was innocent in all of this. But it appears that's not the case at all because, according to sources, Beyoncé is well aware that Jay is the next to collapse after Diddy, and she's already started making plans for them to get divorced before whatever occurs. It's been rumored that Beyoncé is keeping the divorce quiet until after Jay's arrest. This is reportedly due to the fact that she knows Jay's arrest could ruin her career, so she's trying to cash in as much as she can. This explains why Beyoncé has been out and about so much lately. In less than 2 years, she released 2 new albums, went on tour, released a film, and now a hair care line. I don't know about the rest of you, but I find it unusual that Beyoncé would release so many songs so quickly unless she anticipates something that could undermine her influence over the public. That's because, as of right now, Beyoncé has always prioritized her financial success over everything and everyone else.
And I still haven't heard anything in particular about Beyoncé, but what I've heard about them as a couple is that they've been living separate lives for a very long time. So they together, but they living separate. And part of the reason why they're already living separate lives, and we may actually see one of the biggest divorces in Hollywood, is because Jay-Z is up next to be exposed. And it's only so much of these stories that Jay-Z can, he can pay off or he can block. He won't be able to stop this. And she knows it and he knows it too. As far as who's gonna be the breakout victim / story, I don't know. Yeah, I might have to ask Jason Lee. I don't know. But I'm just letting you know that once that comes out and Jay-Z is exposed for his nefarious past, you're gonna see Beyonce divorce him. Okay, and she may or may not do an interview, but you're gonna their publicist is gonna release something. She's gonna say, "Oh, the Carters have been separated for some time. They built this beautiful life, blah 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 blah." Now, before all this happens, we may get another tour. We may get another album out of both of them. I don't know, because at the end of the day, they about their money first. They're gonna do what's best for business first. As far as Beyonce is concerned, do she love him? I mean, he's really all that she knows. She was ready to leave him years ago.
Apart from leaving Jay, she has no intention of keeping anything from the federal authorities. Her main goal is to appear innocent, and she is doing this to ensure that she won't be canceled once everything settles. As you are already aware, Beyoncé places a high value on her reputation, so this isn't all that surprising. People had their own opinions about this, such as this one who said, "I never in my life thought Beyoncé and Jennifer Lopez would be this dirty and get caught up in all this mess." But that just goes to show how shady these celebrities actually are in real life, projecting this false image of themselves in public and brainwashing everyone into thinking they're such good people when there are actually skeletons in the closet. However, I'm curious about your opinions on Beyoncé and Jennifer Lopez being apprehended by the government. Do you think they are as innocent as they seem to be? Please share your thoughts in the space provided below, and don't forget to click this link to watch this other extremely messy video.